Hello, hello. Hi, hi. Welcome to Monday Morsels in Barebones Kitchen. I am your culinary coach, Harmony. Cheers. And I'm happy to say, y'all, I actually need to take another little sip of this. I'm rocking Pacifico tonight, but I need my beer salt. Yeah. So, tonight, I'm just kind of in this salad mode. Anybody ever get in a salad mode? Just raise your hand. Yes, I get in a salad mode. And so I bought a big ass tub of salad knowing I'm probably going to end up throwing half of it away because inevitably when I want to binge something, I buy large quantities of that something and then lose interest halfway through. Anybody else that way? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. All right. So tonight, of course, I called in my lovely friend Trader Joe's again. Not that this is an ad for them, but this is delicious. This Mandarin orange chicken, super good. So I have that in the background. Just another like tip and trick, because sometimes you just don't feel like cooking, right? Or sometimes you have a show to do, and it just is what it is, you guys. Sometimes that's the way it works out. Sometimes that's the way life happens. So we're on the go or whatever. I am not on the go. I'm done for being on the go. But sometimes I just don't feel like actually putting a lot of effort into a meal, which is where these frozen meals come from, and I love it. All right, so I, again, on a salad kick, I have my little bowl of salad right here. I'm going to make a sesame oil-inspired dressing to go with my dinner. Zane already ate, so he's not going to eat salad, you guys. You've been here long enough, you know. We're going to start with like a 1/4 cup of olive oil. I'm using olive oil. You can use whatever you want. So olive oil, check. Got it. All right. Then I have a 1/4 cup of, I have some seasoned rice vinegar. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Sue. Hi, Wheeler. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while, my friend. All right. So we got our 1/4 cup and 1/4 cup. So we're going 1 and 1 on this. All right. And then we're going to throw in some of this ginger just because I just wanted ginger. And I thought I had like ginger, but I don't have ginger like that. I only have powdered ginger. So I don't know. I'm just going to go until my soul feels better. I love ginger, so, you know, it just happens like that sometimes. Doing all right. Was in PA, so I was MIA. Love it. I want to be MIA. All right, then we're going to rock out with some sesame oil. You guys, you can find this at any grocery store. I think I bought this one at Winco, and I don't think it was very expensive. I know. Oh, gosh, guys, I'm breaking out a measuring spoon here. We're going to do like 3 tablespoons of this. But I do like to have sesame oil on hand because sometimes you just need that little bit of sesame oil. Sometimes. It really kicks stuff up a notch sometimes, depending on what you're making. Oh, I guess I don't really... All right, and then I'm going to go in with some liquid aminos, or you can use soy sauce. This is what I have in my fridge, so that is what I'm using. I'm going to rock out with, I think, a tablespoon-ish of this, because it's pretty salty, so I don't want it to be too salty. Don't need it to be like me. I don't need it to be like me. All right, and then we're going to rock out with some of this honey, hopefully. Maybe. We'll see. All right, and I'm just going to eyeball it. It's always going to be to taste anyways, you guys. But your soy sauce has the salt in it, which is going to hopefully make your honey be a little bit sweeter. But you also have to be careful of that because salt can go either way, right? It can either enhance the flavor or overpower it. So you just got to be careful when you're dealing with that. And let's get it straight, you guys. I was at Kitchen at Nicole's yesterday, and we were kind of chatting. She was showing me how to make some buttermilk biscuits because I am kind of not a winner in the buttermilk biscuit department. And it's a shortbread, so I really should be okay with it. But I didn't get a lot of practice in that. And I don't know that my grandma ever actually made like buttermilk biscuits. So Grandma didn't show me. I didn't know how. I didn't know how. So I went to my friend Nicole, because why wouldn't I? Like, you go with who you know knows how to do the things you need to do, right? Right? That's what you do. And, yeah. We were talking about salted butter in there, and she's like, I just don't put as much salt in there because I'm using salted butter. I'm like, dude, I hate when recipes do that. Like, use unsalted butter, but then add salt. And I'm like, so the recipe I actually referenced for this little guy right here, our delicious vinaigrette, our sesame-inspired vinaigrette, was the same thing. It was like, I used low-sodium soy sauce, but please add salt. And I'm like, in what world does that make sense? I can't compute that. I can't, and that's not something I learned in culinary school. I can't compute that. I'm struggling with that. I'm just struggling. All right. So the cool thing is I have this all in a jar. If you don't have a cool mason jar with a cool lid, first go get you some. Second, it's okay. You can use a shaker cup. You can mix this up by hand with like a little fork. You just want to make sure that they're all combined together because, guys, if you don't know, which I'm sure most of you do, oil and vinegar are going to separate. That's why anytime you buy Italian dressing, you have to shake the bottle because you got to get it all kind of semi-emulsified. It's never going to emulsify. Well, it might emulsify, but you're not going to get it all emulsified and delicious if you don't shake it up. So it's a temporary emulsification. I feel like we've gone over that. But all of my honey's stuck at the bottom. See? There we go. We're almost there. We're almost there. Beautiful. Look at that. All my honey's gone. It's all mixed in there. Hopefully. Hopefully I don't get a big old glob of honey. Get my little greens over here. Just going to get a little crazy on here. I'm not going to get too crazy. You can store this in the fridge for, I think, like 2-ish weeks if you don't use it all. Totally okay. Grab my tongs. I'm not going to say the next line because I know some of you asses are dirty as hell. And obviously, since I know that, I'm also dirty as hell. All right. Gonna top it off with some slivered almonds. If you don't have those, that's okay. That's okay. You also don't have to put the ginger in there. Let me see what other kinds of things I can eliminate for you if you're stressing out about it. All right. If you don't have honey, but you have maple syrup, that will work. You could probably add peanut butter to this if you wanted like more of a peanut buttery taste. That would work. Your sesame oil, I don't really think there's a substitute for that, but it's pretty inexpensive, so I think you'll be all right. I have seasoned rice vinegar. I suppose if you don't have rice vinegar and you have like an apple cider vinegar, that would probably still work. Vinegar is a vinegar is a vinegar. It might just taste a little bit different. It's okay. If you don't have minced garlic, you just have powdered, it'll work. It'll be fine. What else do I have over here that I can, yeah. I think that's it. I think I covered it all. If you don't have olive oil and you just have vegetable oil, I mean, again, going to be a different flavor on your palate. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right, so that's what I have. I've made a little jar here. Just know that if you're using olive oil and you stick this in your fridge, it's going to solidify. So make sure if you know you're going to use it, take it out, set it on the counter, let it do its thing. Let it just thaw out, if you will. Because the olive oil will solidify, so it's just going to look like a big old clump, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, what did I do wrong? You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. It's just, it's doing its, you know, magic. It's just doing its magic. That's all. And that's what I have for you tonight. It was very short Monday morsels, but that's kind of what Monday morsels is supposed to be. Sometimes I just rattle my mouth off too long, and it is what it is. It'll be fine. All right, you guys. I am going to get off of here. I'm going to go upload YouTube videos. I got some other computer things to do. Thank you for showing up. Y'all keep showing up. So do I. And I will see you all on Wednesday at 6. Have a lovely evening.